Hello, dears. It's a time of technological revolution. The future of the education is in online classes. So we also have to go along with it. Here, St. Mary's family is with you to give you an opportunity to share our regular classes through online. Today, I, Manju Rajnev, is here with you to share a video session on the first lesson of your English text, Flamingo. The first lesson, which is the last lesson written by Alphonse Daudet. The last lesson by Alphonse Daudet. About the author. Alphonse Daudet was born in 1840 in France and died in 1897. He was a French novelist and short story writer, formerly a school teacher who quit to make a living as a journalist in Paris. The last lesson is set in the days of the Franco-Prussian War, led by Bismarck. Prussia defeated France, and the French districts of Alsace and Lorraine passed into Prussian hands. The two protagonists of the story, Master Hamel and Franz, are from Alsace. Master Hamel is a French teacher, and Franz is one of his students. The story revolves around how the war plays a pivotal role in their lives. The last lesson covers the themes of patriotism, freedom of language, and love for one's own mother tongue. The story stresses on the importance of education and the necessity to respect and learn one's own language. It also reflects the unfair practice of linguistic chauvinism, which refers to an unreasonable pride in one's own language while disregarding other languages and considering it to be inferior. Here is the summary, followed by the detailed explanation and an assignment. The story is narrated by a French boy, Franz, who lives in Alsace. He is lazy but sensitive and likes to play. He dislikes studying French and hates his teacher, Master Hamel. The districts of Alsace and Lorraine is now under the control of Prussians. One day, a notice came from Berlin informing that German language instead of French to be used in classrooms. It is the last day of their French teacher, Master Hamel, who has been there for 40 years. He is full of grief, nostalgia, and patriotism. As a mark of respect to his hard work, the village men also attend his last lesson. They are sad as they did not learn their mother tongue, French, in their childhood. Franz is shocked to know that it's his last lesson as he does not know French. Now, suddenly he gets interested in learning it and understands everything taught on that day. He develops an instant liking for the teacher, Master Hamel, and respects him for his sincerity and hard work. He feels sad at departing from him and is ashamed for not being able to recite the lesson of participles. Master Hamel tells them that they all are at fault for not being eager enough to learn, putting it off to the next day. He blames himself for not teaching them sincerely and regrets for sending his students to water his flowers instead of learning their lessons, and for giving holiday to students whenever he wanted to go on fishing. His patriotism is reflected in his praise for the French language as the most beautiful and logical language in the world. He tells the class to guard their language, as being close to one's language is the key to escape from the prison of slavery. It will help them in getting free from the Germans. They realize the importance of learning their mother tongue and that they have been defeated by the Germans because France feels that it is not possible to take away one's language from a person, as it is natural to each being, may it be the song of a pigeon or French to a Frenchman. As the class comes to an end, Master Hamel, looking very sad, writes on the blackboard in very large letters, "Vive la France! Long live France!" It is possible to carry pride in one's language too far if one is fond of one's own language. Indifference towards other languages is not healthy for any state or nation. This is more relevant for a nation like India, which has its vast diversity in regional languages. When the sense of belonging to one's own language crosses the thin line between pride and proud, it becomes linguistic chauvinism. If people feel good about their language and traditions, they must have tolerance for other languages too. Everybody has the right to follow the religion as well as speak the language as per their choice. Analyzing the order from Berlin in this aspect, it is nothing but a pure example of linguistic chauvinism. The imposition of German language over the French-speaking population can't be justified at all. It is a worse kind of colonialism. Master Hamel's love for French is genuine. He regrets that the people of Alsace did not pay much heed to the learning of his great language. The people of Alsace and students like France hates the idea of German language being imposed on them. This is evident from the sarcastic remark, "Will they make them sing in German? Even the pigeons?" Everybody during the last lesson is filled with regret. There was a general sadness about not being able to utilize the opportunities of learning French when it was easily accessible. Franz wished that he had attended classes more often and regretted not being attentive in the classes earlier. The villagers, who were sitting at the usually empty backbenches and had come to show their respect and gratitude to Master Hamel, regretted not going to school. The order also brought about a great change in the feelings of the people towards their country and their native language. Master Hamel also regrets for his former attitude towards his students as a traditional schoolmaster with a terrible ruler under his arm and his cranky disciplinary actions. He is also transformed to a soft and gentle master. The justification of the title. The title of the story is self-relieving. The whole story revolves around the title. The beginning of the story serves as a preparation. The title also conveys the central theme, the fact that sometimes even the most precious things in our lives are taken for granted. The whole village is concentrating only in one event, the last lesson in French, which made them realize the importance of something they are going to lose. Thus, the title, The Last Lesson, is justified. Comparison of characters. Master Hamel. He is a sincere French teacher who is passionate about French language. He is a hard taskmaster an honest and sensitive man. He even blames himself for being selfish at times. He is an emotional, hard-working, patriotic, loyal, honest, and sensitive protagonist. The student Franz, he is a sensitive and innocent boy. He loves nature. He is conscious of his student duties. An observant, sincere, and empathetic protagonist of the story who stands along with the theme. Dear students, now it is time for you to read the story in detail. The first assignment is reading the story. Assignment number 2 is, while reading, find out the new words from the text and try to find out the meaning with the help of a dictionary. The third assignment is, do the text back exercises, find out the answers and write it in your notebook. Now it is time to wind up. Thank you.